Minority Man's Health Clinic today. If you did not get yourself checked, you missed out on something that could eventually save your life. I gotta get things set up over here. I'm moving back, but it was a great event today. Great event, great event that for the community. Dr. Charles Motlin put this event on for the last 18 years. He had this event, and it was down at Metro campus. A lot of people got checked. 33 screenings they had for men. 33 free screenings for men healthcare to check to see if you had anything going on with your body. It was today. It was a phenomenal event. Over 1,000 men got checked today. It's not documented yet, but I think it was close to 1,000 men that got health screenings today. Over 33 health screenings today down at Cleveland Metro Health Hospital. They had 3 locations. They had a Broadway location. They had the one that was Severance. And they also had the location, the main campus location. So I think that was some of the better things that we're seeing. So shout out to Dr. Motlin, Dr. Charles Motlin, for doing it as always. It helped so much doing that event, the Minority Man's Health Clinic. It was super dope, and it was good to see our black man get our health check. Right now, one of the best in the business, not one of the best, the best in the business. Give it a one time for Brandon Carter 211.
Oh, you talking about me?
Yes, you.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know you considered me one of the best. That's the nicest thing you ever said to me.
I always call you one of the best in the building.
That's not what you say via text message. You call me scum, deplorable. But I mean, I like how you speak highly of me in front of guests.
Why must you slander my name all the time? I'm not that type of guy.
Right. Neither is Trey Songz.
It is the receipts out there for Trey Songz.
They're not valid receipts.
They're not valid.
Them receipts wet. They got ink on them. It's kind of blurred. You can't really see the purchase. You know what I'm saying? You can't really see if you really bought what you bought. Them ain't real receipts.
Okay, all right. I mean, they said that about Drake too, but I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna start with my first story because I don't want to have to talk about your mama.
You could. I'll talk about her. It's fine. She's a grown woman now. She's a grown woman. She almost 70.
That is not how you were supposed to respond to that.
She's grown. She's grown. She can take it.
That is not the proper response to
I would tell her she'll bring that thing out. She got a real live hammer. She's from that school.
With a real hammer. I believe it.
My mom graduated from that school on Harvard. That used to be school on Harvard. So that should tell you everything.
I don't know nothing about that side of town. I try not to go over there. So what school are you referring to?
I never said that name because they were our rivals, so I never said that name. So
that's Adams?
No, that school over on Harvard. It used to be on Harvard. They moved it. No, they moved in the miles of they're building a new school.
I don't know nothing about that side of town. What is
school on Harvard? With a J. But they always say the name they always say it with the K though. Think of the president.
Oh, John F. Kennedy?
Yeah, my mom graduated from that school.
Ooh, never mind. I'm gonna cut that out. She grew up. She had a hard knock life.
She grew up on Buckeye. Let's tell you that.
Oh, God bless her heart. All right, so The Weeknd signs a massive long-term deal with Universal Music Group. I'm kind of confused. Like, I feel like we're in the era where you don't need to do that anymore. But I'm sure Weeknd. This is going to benefit Weeknd. Or at least I hope that it benefits him and he's not signing one of them contracts.
Nah, he's been in the game long enough.
I hope he understands. Universal Music Group, the home of Republic Records, announced a long-term global partnership deal with The Weeknd. So according to the press release, this new
It's
deal it's a partnership, yes. It extends the strong relationship between the two of them and UMG management, and it will include, of course, like merchandise, additional projects that's to come out in the near future, expanding his development deal globally, branding, and all of those things, retail, licensing opportunities for future products and releases from him and other artists or any artists that he may want to venture with.
So
So
he just took the bag.
That's what it sounded like to me, but I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page, and I'm hoping that Mr. Weeknd
I'm hoping I'm wrong.
You're hoping you're wrong, that it is not a bag?
I hope that the bag is low, his high percentage on the back end is better than what he get up front.
I hope that he would have took that approach to this deal. Because these kind of deals aren't being even given out or worked out like that anymore anyway. So they have to at least feel enough about or think enough about The Weeknd to feel like, all right, we can invest in him to that degree.
Oh no, they're gonna make it money 2 times over. That's not even it.
Right. But I mean, to make that investment in this day and age is nice. They feel strongly about this man.
Oh no, they're gonna make the money 2 times over. They probably made it already 2 times over. So
I mean, because the Weeknd,
they probably giving them back like, here, we can give you this back anyway because we just made a ton of money off.
Because the Weeknd is a pop star and he is large and in charge. I mean,
he's a super pop star.
Even though they wasn't trying to give him Kanye money for Coachella, but Kanye, I digress.
He ain't Kanye though.
All right. So Quavo is set to star.
Better Trey Songz though.
Quavo is set to star in an action thriller from Quality Films. Of course, you know of Quality Control. That's what he signed.
Got to get it. Yeah.
So they're branching off into filmmaking and production, and so Quality Films is.
Keep going. Let's keep it going.
What are you laughing at?
The story, but keep going.
What's wrong with this story?
Unbelievable.
It's not. We can't get out of Quavo's move. Is it not good enough for you? I'm moving on because apparently
yes, please move on to that story. Move on from that story.
We can't. Quavo's gonna be in a big movie, and that's not good for you.
All right.
Wow, I'll tell you one thing about a black man: they don't like to see another black man up.
I knew you were going to say that. I'm happy for The Weeknd, you know. I'm styling for The Weeknd.
The Weeknd is white.
There's Trey Songz too. Sorry, Trey.
A British health and wellness instructor named Jill O'Donnell is claiming that A$AP Rocky is trying to cheat on Rihanna with her. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm really tired of the A$AP Rocky cheating on Rihanna rumors because A$AP Rocky got one job, and that is and that's to keep Rihanna happy. He has
how to do that?
Simple. I truly hope. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, this woman, this home wrecker, is saying that he sent her multiple flirty messages starting back in December all the way up until last month.
She got receipts.
Okay, hold it. Can I get to what she's saying?
Okay, go ahead.
She gave an interview to the Daily Mail and saying he reached out to her via Instagram because, you know, N-words love to talk to a chick via Instagram where there are receipts. Tiff says she lying. But so she's saying back in December, that's when he slid into the DM like, whoop, what's up, boo? You know what I'm saying? You trying to slide through. He even threatened to fly her out, which he probably did because, you know, N-words with money like to fly you out, except for Kristyles because he's broke. And what? And plus, don't nobody want to get flew out to Cleveland anyway.
Listen, you're right. I am broke. I am impoverished.
Yes.
You're right.
I mean, nobody wants to be flew out to Cleveland. It's okay.
Correct.
So anyway, he was threatening to. I mean, he said he wanted to fly her out, right?
Flew them out.
He wanted to flew her out. You know what I'm saying? But she was staying in Ukraine, you know, and I guess don't nobody want to get flew out to Ukraine right now because of situations that's not safe. And apparently he also had a show around this time. So I guess that's a little receipt to say he was originally scheduled to be here and he was trying to link up. But
was he?
Hey, that's what Jilly is saying. Jilly's saying he's trying to link up. A$AP Rocky trying to link up. He got the richest woman in the world pregnant, and he wants Jilly from Ukraine. Why?
How does she look?
She looks like every single scam girl on Instagram.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Mm-hmm. She is.
I know.
She actually is. How did you know?
Ukraine.
Well,
which is nothing wrong with females from Ukraine. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with them.
If they're blonde hair and blue eyes, it is because that means they're white. White.
I don't get into any culture clashes. Anybody can love anybody, whoever they love.
White people are the devil, regardless of where they come from.
95.9 FM does not condone the comments or concerns or thoughts of Brandon Carter 211. I repeat, 95.9 FM, WOVU, or Burkeville Car Community Radio Station, does not share or condone any of the thoughts that's coming from Brandon Carter 211 that are his own opinion. That's a disclaimer.
Yes, because I love my black people, and I'm going to ride for all black people.
We love black people. We love black people. Yes, we do. We love all our black people.
And I ain't got to put no disclaimer on my love for black folk.
No, you don't got to put a disclaimer. We can't call people devils.
I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. They don't have to be ashamed. They know they've colonized this world and stripped land and gold.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So speaking of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, they allegedly still had their rave-themed baby shower. Many people thought it wasn't going to happen, of course, regarding A$AP's.
Why wouldn't it happen? The baby shower is going to happen.
Well, because, you know,
A$AP Rocky planned out already.
Clean.
Baby shower. Nope, baby shower is going to happen. That's going to happen as planned.
Thanks. I like to know, see how you got your invitation. Ruining my story. It wasn't. I'm saying it wasn't canceled, and it still happened. And they had it with their close friends and family.
I'm violently back and forth. I'm supporting your. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, after you didn't take my side, and you had to put a disclaimer, just because I'm black.
I have to put a disclaimer, not because you're black. Trust me, definitely not because you're black. This is
okay.
This is a black-owned station.
As a black person, I completely understand how you have to put a disclaimer on my words.
This is a black-owned station.
But it is a black-owned station. You're absolutely right.
Name another black-owned station that will allow you to be on. And the other two wouldn't.
Why you have to do them like that?
They wouldn't, though.
Why you have to do them like that?
Because they don't got the streets like that. That's all.
I had 3 interviews with those stations. You had to bring up a painful memory.
They don't got the streets like that.
And I started out with My Loud Radio. You better tell them, Tim.
They don't got the streets like that. We got them streets. We are in them streets.
I did, because I had 3 hard interviews with them people. Every time I think about it, I get mad over again.
Who they choose over you?
I don't know. Somebody who probably was better. They're right. They made the right decision.
They're not better.
They are.
I refuse. Okay. No.
I know my place.
No, they're not better. They're not better. Keep going.
Okay. Frank Sinatra. So
you heard that, right?
Yeah, a little vibrato. I see you. Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox apparently drinks each other's blood. Are you into that kind of play?
I'm not. I heard what's name do some creepy stuff like that too. What's the two that's arguing right now? Johnny Depp's that toxic relationship.
Oh, and yeah, but I feel sorry for Johnny Depp. She beats on him.
It's not saying what he does to her too. They both toxic.
But see how we were talking about Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. We all know what they look like if they drinking each other's blood. If you want to put a disclaimer on that too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Like
So
vampires.
she told Glamour magazine, so I guess to drink each other's blood might mislead people or have people imagining us with goblets and we're like the Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood. It's a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes. Now I can't think of what occasion.
Keep going, because I got to expound on that.
No, I'm saying I can't think of what occasion that would make me want to like somebody enough to drink their blood. But I mean, then again, we drink. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
Well, shout out to Machine Gun Kelly because he is the friend of the show. But I got he's the friend of the show, and I
he's
do
one of those people you had to make a disclaimer for.
Oh, this is about to be. I'm gonna go at it. Friend of the show, but when our counterparts, white folks, I'm talking about.
Okay.
When they do things like that, nobody spits out their word. Not saying that he's part of this. I'm not believing too much other things. Not saying he's part of this, so let's disclaimer that. But why nobody brings up the Illuminati?
Because he white.
Because they bring it up for every black person in the world.
They bring
which
it
I
up
never
for,
understood that I'm like, black people that powerful? Like we're that powerful? We still struggling?
It's only successful black people, which always gives the narrative that black people we can only be successful if someone let us. Which I mean, I guess essentially to a degree that is correct. You know what I'm saying? Because your counterparts do run the world.
Yeah, but I mean, the story's always black folks in it, and then you hear somebody drinking somebody else's blood for a ritual. Bingo, yeah, well.
Because we kind of just associate that. It's funny.
I mean,
we generally just associate it with stuff they do anyway. Because that's not shocking to us because we believe they behave like that anyway. So that's like, oh, that sounds about right.
And I'm not just talking about MGK. Shout out to him because, like I say, he's friend of the show. But I'm just talking about and now that's just a broader off subject to what you're talking about. But always it is like that. It would bother me. You just tell me Johnny Depp and them. You try to tell me, boy, Elon Musk just bought Twitter for $44 billion. He's not mentioning that.
No, I never believed in the Illuminati only for black artists and like, oh, these are devil worshippers and blah blah blah.
What about the Skull and Bones in Harvard?
Harvard on your side of town?
No, the college, university. I think Harvard or Yale, one of them two. One of them two schools.
Secret society.
The Skull and Bones, like what? That got nothing to do with what? Like, come on, man.
No, because we would just rather refer to the rock symbol with Jay-Z and Beyonce, and even that's a third eye.
My goodness, man.
We rather believe those stories.
Man.
Makes it better to talk about.
They can't let me into a society like that because I'm letting everybody in. We're taking the money. We flipping the whole system upside down.
I ain't saying that. I mean, if I gotta sacrifice somebody, I gotta sacrifice somebody, and I don't mind sacrificing you. If I had to. If that was my way to get in, baby, it's just is what it is.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. DJ Kristyles, take him. He's fine. He's not going to be missed.
I'm not going to say that. I'm going to miss you dearly. But if this is what I need to do to get into the Illuminati, it's okay.
Right.
Things happen. I don't love you any less. I don't love you any less, man.
I'm just saying, man. When he talk about, I'm just saying when he talking about our people, it's always the Illuminati. I'm like, geez. My man owned Tesla and he owned Twitter. 44 billion, like it was nothing. Here, take the 44 in cash if you need it.
And black people really be on it. Like, no, our people is down with Illuminati. Like I had to unfollow like a big I mean, granted, he didn't care that I unfollow him, but I believe in like social media, you choose what you want to see. Like when people always be like, "Oh, it's only negative stuff, I'd be like, no, that's just because you only follow negative people.
Yeah, I say
literally
all the time.
choose.
Yeah.
But I always have to tell people that, like, you can follow what you want. Even after a certain point, your timeline will start suggesting positive things because they will notice, like, oh, like, I like seeing, I don't know why, but I like cooking Instagram pages. So my page is always suggesting people that's cooking. Ooh, and I'm always hungry because I've been eating like a billy goat, okay? I'm trying to get my snapback for Houston this weekend. But anyway, but it's just always our people.
It's always the people's. Yep, I don't even know. What we got coming up?
All right, so apparently Viola Davis admits that her portrayal of Michelle Obama was a failure in a new interview with BBC. She admitted that her performance could have been better, and she also, felt the need to lash back at, social media, because social media been dragging our queen, baby. And my only issue with it was like the scrunches of her face. Like, I feel like the performance could have been the performance was solid. It wasn't a bad performance. It was that made it look like it didn't connect. She could have been exactly who she was without the Michelle scrunch. That was a bit
right.
that was a bit much. She told the interviewer that she acknowledged the criticism and it's an occupational hazard of acting, but it can be incredibly hurtful when people say negative things about your work. And she just said she just have to. They asked her how does she move on from failure. She said, not everything is going to be an awards-worthy performance, and she didn't need the critics to tell her that. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't know how Michelle thought about it because she has no personal connection to Michelle. And even though people are saying Michelle said she didn't like the performance, Michelle hasn't released an official statement about the performance.
Well, nobody ever gonna like the performance of themselves. Somebody portraying them, right? So that's one thing. Cause you always go gravitate to when somebody performing you. They always go gravitate to something that is a little minor, but they're gonna overdo it, like overact it. Like, so she meant overacted because Michelle is still here. That's kind of hard to. It's just recent. We could have waited a few more years down the line, another 10 years, then try to formulate to get more mannerisms of Michelle, because we don't have enough. Like, you don't have enough mannerisms to see enough to get.
I don't think. I think, especially in today's time where we're living with our icons every day. Back then when you do a biopic, we can, Angela Bassett and Lawrence Fishburne can kill Ike and Tina Turner biopic, yes, because they're just studying videotapes, and we just go back and look on videotapes. But if somebody was to do Beyonce and Jay-Z today, that would be hard because we live with Beyonce and Jay-Z every day. Yeah. So it would be like, okay, this would probably be like an awkward thing to watch, and that's just kind of like the unfortunate time that we're living in. Because Michelle Pfeiffer, I forgot which
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, yeah, okay. She was in the movie. Like, it tells the story of 3 different first ladies. And Michelle Obama is just the most current one. So it's not only the Michelle Obama biopic, it goes between 3 different first ladies at 3 different times.
There it is. It is.
Michelle Pfeiffer's performance was great. I think she played President Roosevelt's wife.
Okay. President Roosevelt's wife was all that though.
Yeah, but we don't know what she's like outside of videotapes.
Yeah.
So Michelle Pfeiffer can essentially create before our eyes whatever we want of this woman, because all we have is videotape.
But even for Michelle, we don't know who Michelle is yet. We don't see her enough to see it. So
Michelle Obama,
we still don't see her enough. You see the
absolutely.
You see the media her. That's a different her.
Right. That's
different. So you don't see enough. That's
what people feel they know.
Outside of that. When you're talking about when they did Ike and Tina, when they did that, remember that's a time period where when that movie came out, Ike and Tina had been out the limelight, and it was earlier in their careers where you could grab a lot of that stuff, just like you said. Right now, Michelle is still here. It's not enough of her. That's why I said 20 years from now, then you're able to have accumulated enough to say, okay, this is pretty much what she is. Right.
Yeah, but also 20 years from now, when they make that film, it's going to be more so for the people of that time who will probably have completely nothing of her.
Right, I mean, that's fine, but you have enough,
It'll be easier to tell.
But you'll have enough footage, enough information to get what you want to get. So I get. If I was her, I wouldn't even care about it. So what? It happens.
Yeah, but you know, artists are sensitive.
Everybody can't be Jamie Foxx. Everybody can't be Jamie Foxx and bust on a roll and kill it like that.
The thing is, she didn't portray her badly. It wasn't
right. That's what I'm saying.
She didn't portray her badly. It was what she kept doing with her face. Granted, Michelle does that, but it didn't. It didn't need it. I guess right. That's what the main critique was. It just didn't need it. Had she did that without that, we wouldn't say nothing else about it. But moving on. So the judge denies Blac Chyna's request for another opportunity to take the stand. So
out of here. Don't take the stands twice. If you're supposed to say what you're supposed to say already. If you didn't say it, you know what? Your lawyers is messed up.
That's true.
Your lawyers messed up.
Okay, earlier this week, her legal team did file documents asking the judge to grant her another chance to take the stand to share her testimony after she claims the old revenge porn pics of her that were shown in court while she was on stand triggered her and messed up her testimony. However, the judge did deny the request.
What pics again?
Revenge porn.
Hey, where's that?
First of all, I absolutely posted that on my Snapchat when it first came out.
I didn't. You need to, yeah. You already.
I'll send it to you again, but trust me, it wasn't.
You gonna do what again? No, we're not saying you're gonna send it to me again. No, I never seen it. That's not. I don't partake in none of that stuff. Yeah,
right. I don't mean. Well, you didn't see it the first time. When I meant I'm gonna see it to you again. I meant post it on Snapchat again.
I don't even follow you on Snapchat, so I don't know. I don't get into any of that things.
Then you're gonna have to Google it. This is Instagram Live. Okay. Her team also stated that presenting the photos in the court violated the previous order, which was
laugh, right?
Because I'm trying to be this serious story, which prevented this kind of thing from happening during the trial. In return, the Kardashians ended up filing a response request as they asked that she wasn't allowed to stand. And apparently the Kardashians got their request. And recently, Rob also got on stand and said he was never in love with Chyna at all. But Instagram, of course, found that was a lie, because Instagram will always pull up receipts and how videos of how he was so in love with her and how he wasn't listening to his sisters about when she was telling him not to get with her and blah 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 blah. I think both of them, Chyna and Rob, did that essentially to get back at their family. Like, he definitely knew his sisters didn't like her and she didn't like his sisters, and he was like, "Hey, boop," and she
good definitely for TV.
Yeah, and she definitely was trying to get back because Tiger was sleeping with an underage Kardashian, and that was her baby daddy.
Trey Songz do it all the time, but it's cool.
Okay, what we're not gonna do is bring.
It's not really cool, but Drake. Keep going down the line.
Okay, so Travis Scott set to headline his first music festival, Astroworld, after the tragedy, and that is to happen in November in South Africa with an audience that is going to be larger than the Astroworld. Do you think he's ready for that?
It's going to happen regardless. If he's ready, he's always ready for it. Like, he's performing. It's not going to change anything else. What are you going to do? You can't. And my heartfelt goes out what happened at Astroworld. That
people died. Considered of that.
Yeah, essentially that's something they got to take care of. That's why they have insurance companies. That's why they get insurance for the venue. That's going to be taken off. It's not going to come out of his pockets. It's coming out of the insurance pockets.
An 8-year-old boy did die.
Yes, I'm still questioning, and God rest his soul, why 8-year-old boys at that type of event. But that's something different. That's another story to go down that lane.
Hey.
But
when I was 8 years old, I was at one of them Cash Money Rough Riders tours.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah, I don't know. That's different.
Trust me, and I gotta ask my daddy about that, because why would he take me to that?
Yeah. You gotta think about that a little bit.
Never mind.
Yeah, my daughter's never went to any one of the concerts. I took my daughter to, I think, with them kids from Korea.
K-pop?
Yeah, I went to a K-pop concert. Yeah.
BTS?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, my mama took my older brother to a Tupac concert.
Yeah,
My parents was young. And they ain't had no babysitter, so they had to do what they had to do. It's okay, baby.
It's all right. It is what it is. But yeah, he's gonna have to keep doing what he's doing because that's what he do for a living. He's an entertainer. His performance is gonna happen. It's not gonna stop. You can't stop him from doing it. You can't stop people loving him because of that that incident. And so yeah, it's a unfortunate tragedy. And like I said, it'll all get worked out. People will get compensated for what happened. You know, it'll be
compensated. You can't compensate somebody for this child.
But you can't compensate, but that's what the family's aiming for.
That's true. But
right. You can't compensate. It's a bad term to use, but it will be damages.
Yeah, don't use compensate.
That was a good word. No, there'll be damages awarded.
Yeah, that's
for
ain't no money in the world.
For negligence. Yeah, there we go.
Right. So the Toxic King Future releases an album tomorrow. I Never Liked You. I can't wait. It's a Friday. You know the weekend gonna be good. You ready for the Toxic King Future? He's gonna have all the toxic men, you know, happy. You know, because Future is like men's Beyonce. They live by his word. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Future is the toxic men Beyonce. They love him. They know the word. They understand the words he's saying, which I don't see how they do that. They know it word for word. They live by such a trifling man, and I can't wait for the release at midnight because I'm gonna be up and I'm gonna be waiting.
It's tonight, right?
It's tonight. It's tonight.
I may have it already in my mailbox though.
I believe you would because you didn't send it to me. But it's okay.
I got a lot of records that were sent early. I also got a lot of movies. I got to watch a movie tonight. Sneakerilla. I have that access to go to watch that tonight. It's a new movie coming out, Sneakerilla. Check it out on Disney. Shout out to Disney. Yeah.
Must be nice. Must be nice. And also, this is for my R&B lovers, which I love all of her projects. Kalani is also dropping her new album.
Hey.
Kalani has never disappointed me with a project. So
why? Well, what you like about Kalani music? What about Kalani music that you like?
I love I love the way she sings. It's like it's good R&B. Like I don't know. I like her topics, her subject matter. I love her beats. I just love her music. She never disappointed me. I'm talking about from Sweet Sexy Savage to It Was Good till until it wasn't. I'm ready for this project. So I got 2 solid projects to mellow me out for this weekend, getting ready for Houston, baby.
Good. Shout out to Kalani. Congratulations to her. I like it. I love it.
Good. She's cool. I mean, it took me a while to forgive her after that whole little Kyrie thing, but I have moved on, and I'm a better person for it.
Are you?
No, but I have moved on.
Okay. I can dig it.
That's all I have for you today.
That's it. That was great. Okay. That's it, though. I wanted to keep going.
No, you didn't, because you've been rushing me. I've been seeing him. You've been rushing me.
I have never rushed you.
You've been rushing me through all these stories. Now I finally got to the end. Now you want to fake to these people and say, "Oh man, you don't got no more stories." You put a disclaimer on me and everything.
I did put a disclaimer on you. I don't even know
if I'm gonna be allowed back next week. He'd hit me
with you are allowed back next week. Every time you text me, what do I say?
Let me think about it. I hit you back. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? You weren't really, you know what I'm saying? They weren't really vibing with you. I don't know. And then you'll text me like 2 minutes, like, I got a little quick time. Go ahead. I need you to come on right now. But you know, just like a toxic N-word.
Really?
Yeah, that's my story, and I'm not gonna stick to it until you show the receipts. In the words of Whitney Houston, I want to see the receipts.
I would text him. I would post them today on the story. I will post them. Everybody check my story out. I'm gonna post them. All the receipts for the text. Everything.
You're so petty. That's why you're not allowed to view my Snapchat, because I blocked you.
I've never viewed your Snapchat.
I said I say that's why you're not allowed, because I block people like you.
Oh, I don't do anything bad at
My
all.
Snapchat is not really for 30 and over anyway. So it is what it is.
Get everybody on Instagram and everything so they can check you out. I love it.
Brandon Carter, BrandonCarter211.com. Oh, I see my cousin down here. My cousin told me you always supposed to keep a spare tire.
Yeah.
You always supposed to keep an extra dude in your pocket just in case the person was throwing.
That's what she said.
You always supposed to keep a spare tire. Always, baby.
Interesting.
I keep a spare. I'm talking about
interesting.
I keep a spare. All 4 tires sometimes. You never know. Sometimes all 4 tires might go out. You don't know.
Interesting.
You don't
I
know.
don't subscribe to keeping anything extra of anything.
That's right, because you are a bald man. And God bless your beautiful heart and soul. Yeah, I know that's right, cuz Brandon Carter, look at them cheekbones just shining. Brandon Carter, BrandonCarter211.com, and if you know what I'm saying, if I don't get a cease and desist, I will be back next week.
You will be back next week. I appreciate you.
Black China.
Give it up to Brandon Carter 211. Dana Sav, a good friend, 95.9 FM. We out.